Hopefully it'll taste nice. It's got plenty of sugar in it, so hopefully it will do. Hi everyone, long time no speak. It's Carolyn here, it's C here, and I'm back with a recipe for Marrow Charlotte, and it's from one of my favourite wartime recipe books, Health for All, Wartime Recipes. It's an intriguing recipe, which is for marrow made into a pudding. Couldn't resist, because the other day I went out to visit our local community gardens, Twigs Community Gardens, and I came back with a spectacular marrow, of which half of it I've used for a marrow risotto already, and I needed to use it up for something else. I didn't really fancy a marrow curry, and then looking through the book found a Marrow Charlotte for a dessert, so why not? Let's try it. Sorry it's been so long since I've been away. I will do a catch-up video, but I thought I'd deep dive in and do a very quick recipe of a Marrow Charlotte, share it with you and taste test. I'm going to halve the ingredients, so instead of 6 ounces of breadcrumbs, I'm going to use 3 ounces, which is roughly two large slices. So, and I'm going to halve the sugar, so instead of 2 ounces of sugar, I'm going to use 1 ounce, and yeah, I'm probably going to use half the marrow that I've got. I'll weigh it out and see how much it is actually. So in pounds and ounces, my marrow weighs over £1 pound. The recipe calls for £1.5 pounds, and I'm halving that, so 3/4 pound. So we'll use most of that. We'll use 3/4. No, more than that. We'll use most of it. I'm going to use light brown, soft brown sugar, because literally I've got no white sugar, I don't think. So I will use just 1 ounce of that. I'm also going to use 1 ounce of margarine, and what else do I need? I don't have any lemon, so I can't use the lemon, and I don't have any black treacle, so it's going to have to be, what do you call it? Oh my God, this is such a terrible video, isn't it? It's going to have to be golden syrup. Gosh, I'm getting old. Actually, I'd tell a flipping lie. I've got organic molasses here. I'm pretty sure that's black treacle, so looks like I can use it after all. So next I'm going to cut up the marrow into thin slices. Obviously you don't want thick slices because it'll take forever to bake. So it's going to be thin slices. It says thin like you're slicing an apple for baking in a pie. Don't look behind me at all the washing up. I've literally just got in from my parents, visiting my parents this afternoon. And yeah, I thought this morning I decided let's get a 1940s recipe done, because it's been forever really. I've not regularly been on ration for quite some time, but I miss creating the recipes so much, and with having a week off work kind of refreshed me. I really made sure I had plenty of downtime, got out, exercised, and then those thoughts came back to my passion, which is baking, which is rationing, 1940s home front. And I thought, yeah, we've got to do this. When I was looking for recipes to do with marrow, and I found a recipe for Marrow Charlotte in my recipe book, I thought, we've got to do this. So there we are. I'm going to cut it all up, and it's nice and thin. I think if you did the full recipe, it would be 1 big tin. I've got 2 small tins, as you can see. And hopefully I'll fill those tins. There's quite a lot of marrow, and there's not much breadcrumbs, so we'll see. going to add these in so I can quickly whiz up some breadcrumbs. That's pretty much done. So it says sprinkle with a few breadcrumbs and a little sugar. Which I've done. And then slice marrow thinly, leaving on the sprinkle with lemon juice and layer in the pan with more breadcrumbs and sugar. So I've put some breadcrumbs and little brown sugar, having greased the pan, and then it says to start laying out the marrow in there. So that's what I'm going to do. Start laying out the marrow. Isn't this fun? So I would say that's okay for a layer. Sprinkle with lemon juice or a substitute if you have it. More breadcrumbs, sugar, and dot with a few pieces of margarine. So let's crack on with that. So some more breadcrumbs. Let's cover that with breadcrumbs, eh? Some more sugar. And then it says dot with margarine, so we'll do that. This is best before the 3rd, 2024, so we're only a year and a half out of date. I think we'll take a chance. So it all smells good, looks fine, so let's use a little bit of treacle and drizzle it over. Goodness me, that's very hard to try and film. We'll see how that goes. And then it calls for another slice, another layer of sliced marrow. Let's do that again. God, I'm not so good at filming. It's very difficult. Some more breadcrumbs, sugar and treacle, and repeat until the dish is full with a layer of crumbs on the top with some margarine dotted over the top and a little bit of extra sugar. So I'll continue doing that, and then we'll pop it in the oven. So we're coming up to the final layer of breadcrumbs, and for the second layer of treacle I used golden syrup. It actually does really look nice. Hopefully it'll taste nice. It's got plenty of sugar in it, so hopefully it will do. I've put it in the oven at about 160 degrees, and I'm going to put it in for 40 minutes and then have a look at it, and then turn up the heat to brown the top, as it were. So hopefully in 45 minutes this should be cooked and ready for taste testing. And then I guess I just have to work out how much this is going to cost to make the dish. But I think it's going to be very inexpensive because marrows are so cheap to buy. Because they're not the most trendy vegetable, are they? Let's face it. So you can pick them up quite cheaply and inexpensive. And the amount of margarine and sugar and breadcrumbs in it were negligible. So I would think it's probably going to end up about 25p a portion. So probably what I'm making in a small tin, which is 2 portions, is going to cost around about 50p. Yeah, which is using half the ingredients in the recipe. Well, less if you count the less amount of marrow that I'm using. But yeah, so inexpensive recipe. Now we just got to wait till it cooks and see what it tastes like. Oh, I've just took that out of the oven. That looks okay, that does. It looks all right. Hopefully it's cooked. Smell-o-vision wise, not sure what it smells like. Intriguing. Now I'm going to try and cut into this while filming. Well, it doesn't look so bad. If anything, it kind of looks like it's going to be apple crumble. Okay, let's lift this out. Well, there's definitely chunks of marrow in it. They look like they're cooked. But are they? That is the question. It's been in there a good 45 minutes. So theoretically, it should be cooked. And yes, I am eating this while I'm putting the video together. The only caveat I would add is the treacle part is just too strong for me. So I'm glad I actually used golden syrup in it. So for me, if I made this again, I wouldn't use black treacle. I would use golden syrup. But as you can see, my dinner tonight is a whole pudding, 2 portions of Marrow Charlotte. So it can't be that bad, can it?